Students, today we are going to start a new topic, that is conditional transfer under Transfer of Property Act 1882. Before I start in detail with this particular topic, I would like to tell you certain things. These are the things which we have already discussed in our earlier classes, maybe in relation to some different subjects. Conditional transfer means what? Whenever a transfer is made with a condition attached to it. That may be the condition which need to be fulfilled prior, that may be the condition which need to be fulfilled later on, and there may be a condition which actually simultaneously run with the transfer or the interest in that particular property. So these are basically three kinds of conditions which may be imposed by the transferor while transferring the property, and by virtue of this section 25 of the Transfer of Property Act, we are going to deal with such kind of conditions which the transferor actually attach along with the property which he is transferring, and the vesting of interest over that particular property over the transferee depends upon the fulfillment of these conditions. Fulfilling these conditions is again very important thing, for the reason that if a person, that is to say transferee, do not fulfill these conditions, then in that case he won't be getting a right in the particular property, or he won't be in a position to retain his power or retain his right over that particular property or retain his enjoyment over that particular property. Therefore, if we take into consideration the provision which has been provided under Transfer of Property Act relating to the conditional transfer, we would find that if a condition is attached to a transfer, then in that case, strictly that particular condition need to be fulfilled, and that has been provided under Section 26 of the Transfer of Property Act. Now, before we go in detail, as I have already told you, what do we mean by the term conditional transfer? That is to say, whenever a condition is attached along with the transfer, which need to be complied with, then only the vesting of interest in that particular property the person is going to have a right. Then in that case, a step of a condition is called as a step of a transfer is called as a conditional transfer. Now, students, let's start with the lecture. In general, what is the rule actually? In general, the rule is one may transfer a property to another person absolutely or conditionally. When we are saying that one may transfer the property to another person absolutely or conditionally, it means what? We may transfer the property to the another person without attaching any condition to it. That is to say, immediately whenever the transferor transfers the property to the transferee, immediately the transferee would get a right in it. His right would be called as a vested right. Right? That is to say, absolutely whenever the property is transferred, that is to say, there is no condition attached to it, and whenever the property is transferred absolutely by the transferor to the transferee, then in that case, the transferee gets immediate right over that particular property and his right is automatically completed. But when we talk about conditional transfer, then in that case, what is the situation? In conditional transfer, there is a condition which is attached, and the condition which is attached need to be fulfilled, because unless and until we fulfill that condition, what will happen? The property which has been transferred to us, we would not be in a position to enjoy that particular property, and for that reason, under Section 26, the provision has been laid down wherein it has been specifically mentioned that if a property is transferred to you with a condition precedent attached to it, then in that case, that is to say that a particular property need to be enjoyed only after the fulfillment of the condition precedent. Condition precedent means what? Condition precedent which need to be fulfilled prior, at priority. Then only the transfer would take place. Unless and until you fulfill the condition precedent, you won't be in a position to take any kind of interest in the property. The condition shall be deemed to be fulfilled if it has been substantially complied with. When it would be considered to be fulfilled? When you have complied with that particular condition. So this is again this is an example of a condition precedent. When we talk about a condition subsequent, then in that case what will happen? Property would be transferred to us, but the condition subsequent says that after the transfer of that particular property, for the purposes of retaining the interest over that particular property, you need to comply with certain condition afterward. So after the transfer of the particular property, there is somewhat a condition which need to be performed by you, and only on the completion of that particular completion or non-completion of that particular condition, your right to retain over that particular property would we would say could be enforced. So the property may be transferred either with a condition precedent, the property may be transferred either with a condition subsequent, or a property may be transferred with a condition collateral to it. Now what do we mean by the term condition collateral? Condition collateral means what, or collateral condition means what? A condition which simultaneously go with the operation of transfer. When we say that a condition which simultaneously go with the operation of transfer, it means that the transferee would be having a right over that particular property, or would be in a position to enjoy that particular property only up to when he is complying with the condition. So operation of transfer, and that is to say enjoyment of that particular property, and the performance of that condition, the compliance of that condition, they all together, both of them goes one by one. Now let us see further what do we mean by the term absolute transfer. As we have said, in general the property may be transferred absolutely or may be transferred conditionally. Now let us see what do we mean by the term absolute transfer. An absolute transfer means the transfer of interest in the property is immediate. What happens in absolute transfer? In absolute transfer, the transfer of interest in the property is immediate. Immediately the transferee would be having a right over that particular property. He need not have to perform any kind of a condition attached to it, and the interest in the property is immediately vested in the transferee. Whatever may be the kind of interest it has been given, it is not necessarily the entire entitlement of that particular property. Whatever kind of interest, the partial interest or an full interest, complete interest, whatever the interest has been transferred would would come in effect immediately in favor of transferee. There is no condition attached to it to be performed on the part of transferee, and in absolute transfer, there is no condition attached to it which need to be performed by the transferee. When such kind of a transfer is there, that is to say, an absolute transfer means the transfer of interest in the property is immediate, and the interest in the property is immediately vested in the transferee. That is to say, right in the property is immediately vested in the transferee, and there is no condition attached to it to be performed on the part of a transferee. If such kind of a transfer is there, then in that case it would be called as a absolute transfer. Now let us see what do we mean by the term conditional transfer. Conditional transfer means a transfer with a condition attached to it. What does it mean? It means a condition attached to it. Whenever a condition is attached with the transfer, it is called as a conditional transfer. These conditions are to be fulfilled for the transfer and vesting of interest in the transferee. Now take into consideration there two important words have been written down. One is these conditions are to be fulfilled. Important is the fulfillment of this condition. For what? For transfer and vesting. For transfer means what? Firstly, you have to perform certain condition and then only the property would be transferred to it, transferred to you. That is to say, before the transfer you have to fulfill this particular condition, right? And vesting of interest in the transferee. Vesting of interest means what? Vesting of interest means what? It may come, it may bring it within its purview the condition collateral and the condition subsequent. So the conditions which are to be fulfilled for transfer means what? A condition precedent, and vesting of interest in the transferee would cover collateral condition as well as the condition subsequent. Because vesting of interest means what? You will be enjoying a right in that particular property, whatever has been transferred to you, only on the basis of the only up to when you will be complying with the conditions, that is to say collateral condition. And retention means what? Once the at first stage the property would be transferred to you, but for the purposes of your keep going enjoying that particular property, it is necessary that what? Later on condition which has been attached, you have to comply with the same. So that is to say, your retention of that particular property again would depend upon the fulfillment of condition subsequent, and hence we are saying here that the condition which are to be fulfilled for the transfer would be only covering the condition precedent, and vesting of interest in the transferee would be covering the collateral condition and the condition subsequent within its purview. Now, on the basis of whatever we have read till yet, we come to know that there are basically three kinds of conditions. There are three types of conditions. Firstly, the condition precedent. Next is the condition collateral, and the third one is the condition subsequent. Now let us see what do we mean by the term conditions precedent. A condition prior to transfer. ये condition क्या है, कब है? ये condition transfer से पहले है, which need to be complied. दूसरी बात क्या बोलता है? ट्रांसफरर इम्पोज अ कंडीशन टू बी फुलफिल्ड बिफोर अ ट्रांसफरी टेक्स एनी इंटरेस्ट इन द प्रॉपर्टी. ट्रांसफरर जो है वो ऐसी कंडीशन इम्पोज कर देता है जिसको कि ट्रांसफरी को पहले पूरा करना होता है, उसके बाद में ही, यानी कंडीशन पूरी करने के बाद में ही ट्रांसफरी को किसी एक तरीके का इंटरेस्ट पर्टिकुलर प्रॉपर्टी में मिलता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ले लीजिए, आकाश मेक्स अ गिफ्ट ऑफ हिज हाउस टू बी भूषण, दैट इज टू से भूषण, प्रोवाइडेड भूषण मैरीज सीता. ठीक है, तो आकाश जो है वो अपने प्रॉपर्टी का गिफ्ट के रूप में हाउस भूषण को देता है, प्रोवाइडेड, लेकिन क्या बोलता है कि प्रोवाइडेड व्हाट भूषण हैव टू डू? भूषण हैव टू मैरी सीता. तो पहले भूषण को सीता से शादी करनी पड़ेगी, बाद में आकाश जो है भूषण को अपना घर गिफ्ट में देगा. So this is nothing but a condition precedent. Now let us see what do we mean by the term condition collateral. It is to be fulfilled simultaneously with the transfer. कैसे फुलफिल किया जाना चाहिए? साइमल्टेनियसली फुलफिल किया जाना चाहिए ट्रांसफर के साथ, यानी ट्रांसफर एंड फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ द कंडीशन ये साथ साथ चलनी चाहिए. इन अदर वर्ड इट इज टू बी परफॉर्म्ड साइड बाय साइड. दूसरे शब्दों में हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं कि इसको पैरेलली या फिर साइड बाय साइड चलना चाहिए, यानी ऑपरेशन ऑफ ट्रांसफर एंड फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ द कंडीशन ये पैरेलल चलने चाहिए एक दूसरे को, साइड बाय साइड चलने चाहिए एक दूसरे को. जब इस तरीके से ट्रांसफर होता है, देन इन दैट केस, जब इस तरीके का ट्रांसफर के साथ कंडीशन अटैच होती है तो हम कहते हैं उसे कंडीशन कोलेट्रल. एग्जाम्पल ले लीजिए, सीता लीजेस हर हाउस टू नब सो लॉन्ग एज नब रिसाइड्स इन द हाउस ऑफ सीता. सीता जो है वो नब को अपना घर बेसिकली देती है लीज पे, किराए पे. कब तक? जब तक नब जो है वो सीता के घर पे रह रहा है. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से जो सीता है और नब के बीच का ट्रांजैक्शन है उसमें फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ कंडीशन एंड ऑपरेशन ऑफ ट्रांसफर दोनों कैसे चल रहे हैं? साथ साथ चल रहे हैं. एंड हेंस ऐसा बोलेंगे कि दिस टाइप ऑफ ट्रांसफर इज अटैच्ड विद द कंडीशन कोलेटरल अटैच्ड टू इट. नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय द टर्म कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट. Now condition subsequent is a condition wherein firstly the property is transferred, the interest in the property is transferred, right? But वो interest retain कितना कर पाएगा या कब तक कर पाएगा ट्रांसफरी? ये डिपेंड करेगा उसके द्वारा फुलफिलमेंट किए जाने वाली कंडीशन के ऊपर। ऐसी कंडीशन जो प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफर करते वक्त में ट्रांसफरर ने इम्पोज की है और उसमें उसने जो कंडीशन रखी है वो ट्रांसफरी को प्रॉपर्टी मिलने के बाद में फुलफिल करनी है। अगर मान लीजिए उसने कंडीशन को फुलफिल नहीं किया तो वो प्रॉपर्टी पे से अपना रिटेंशन का राइट खो देगा। सो अगेन दिस पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट का फुलफिलमेंट जो है अपने आप में बहुत ही स्ट्रिक्टली परफॉर्म किया जाना चाहिए ट्रांसफरी के द्वारा, क्योंकि अगर उसने स्ट्रिक्टली उसको परफॉर्म नहीं किया, अगर प्रॉपर्टी जो भी ट्रांसफर हो रही है उसके साथ में कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट अटैच है और यदि मान लीजिए ट्रांसफरी ने एक बार प्रॉपर्टी मिलने के बाद में सपोज उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं दिया कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट की तरफ, then in that case he would be losing his right to retain over that particular property, he would be losing his right to enjoy that particular property. So condition to be fulfilled after the transfer of property has already taken place. When such type of a condition is there, then in that case it is called as a condition subsequent. Now let us see an example. आलोक transfers his land to बीना। आलोक जो है वो ट्रांसफर कर रहा है उसका लैंड बीना को on the condition that within 2 years of the date of transfer, यानी आज अगर मैं ट्रांसफर कर रही हूँ तो आज से 2 साल के अंदर बीना विल गो टू अ फॉरेन कंट्री फॉर रिसाइडिंग पर्पस। बीना जो है वो फॉरेन कंट्री चली जाएगी रहने के पर्पस से, लेकिन यदि मान लीजिए 2 साल कंप्लीट हो गए और बीना जो है वो नहीं जाती है फॉरेन कंट्री रहने के पर्पस से, देन इन दैट केस क्या होगा, द प्रॉपर्टी वुड रिवर्ट बैक टू द ट्रांसफरर। प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो कैसी हो जाएगी, रिवर्ट बैक हो जाएगी ट्रांसफरर को। एंड हेंस इस तरीके की जो कंडीशन है जो बेसिकली हमारे पास में ट्रांसफर हुई प्रॉपर्टी को रिटेन करने या नहीं करने की बात को लेकर तय हो की बात को तय करती है, ऐसे वक्त में कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट का फुलफिलमेंट करना अपने आप में स्ट्रिक्टली बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है। नाउ स्टूडेंट्स अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज जो इसमें हमको आगे जाके विल बी टेकिंग इनटू कंसिडरेशन, दैट इज कंडीशंस जो है वो भी हमेशा कैसी होनी चाहिए, परफॉर्मेबल होनी चाहिए। कंडीशंस कैसी होनी चाहिए, हमेशा लॉफुल होनी चाहिए। कंडीशंस कैसी होनी चाहिए, कंडीशंस जो है वो फॉरबिडन बाय द लॉ नहीं होनी चाहिए। कंडीशन जो है फॉरबिडन बाय द लॉ मतलब लॉ ने उसको मना नहीं किया हुआ होना चाहिए, प्रोहिबिटेड बाय लॉ नहीं होनी चाहिए। जो भी हम कंडीशंस डाल रहे हैं वो कंडीशंस भी ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो कि बेसिकली देखा जाए तो किसी भी लॉ के प्रोविजन को डिफीट ना करे। यहाँ पे किसी भी लॉ के प्रोविजन को मतलब जो कोई भी बेसिकली लॉ प्रॉपर्टी के लेन देन के रिलेशन में बात करता होगा, ट्रांजैक्शन के रिलेशन में बात करता होगा, ऐसे किसी भी लॉ के प्रोविजन को डिफीट करने वाला प्रोविजन कंडीशन जो है वो नहीं होना चाहिए। साथ ही साथ कंडीशन जो है वो फ्रॉडुलेंट भी नहीं होना चाहिए। कंडीशन जो है वो फ्रॉडुलेंट भी नहीं होनी चाहिए। अपार्ट ऑफ दैट वो इमोरल और अपोज टू पब्लिक पॉलिसी भी नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो कंडीशंस जो है वो एब्सोल्यूट हो सकती है, कंडीशंस जो है वो लॉफुल हो सकती है, कंडीशंस जो है वो वैलिड कर, जिसे हम लेटर ऑन आगे जाके वैलिड कंडीशन एंड वॉइड कंडीशन में बाइफरकेट करेंगे। तो वैलिड कंडीशंस मीन्स कौन कौन सी कंडीशंस, विच आर पॉसिबल टू परफॉर्म, विच आर नॉट फॉरबिडन बाय द लॉ, विच आर नॉट डिफीटेड बाय द प्रोविजन ऑफ द लॉ, विच आर नॉट फ्रॉडुलेंट एंड विच आर नॉट अपोज टू पब्लिक पर्पस, which could be performed and which could be attached, right? These are called as a valid conditions. When we talk about a void conditions, then in that case void condition means what? These are the conditions which are impossible to perform. These are impossible to perform not only with my concern, it is impossible to perform with anybody. ठीक है, तभी जाके उसे हम क्या बोलेंगे, impossible to perform बोलेंगे। सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने बोल दिया कि आई ट्रांसफर यू माई प्रॉपर्टी प्रोवाइडेड यू रन विद द स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन, इट इज पॉसिबल फॉर यू? नो, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर यू। सो we would say the conditions which are impossible, which are forbidden by the law, which defeat the very purpose of the law, which are fraudulent and which are injurious to the person or to the public property, or which are immoral or opposed to public policy, would be termed to be a condition which are void in nature. So students, I hope you have understood today to this extent. Tomorrow